So with the massage techniques, we're going to do half kneel, but there's going to be a little bit of change in plan. I was told by my family not to take off my socks because my feet are hideous. So I'm using my daughter's foot instead. But you can do this in a half kneel position. So we're going to pan on down to my daughter's foot, and we are going to place the rolling pin underneath her foot so she could roll from heel to toe. And this is a good general start. The rolling pin is broad because the next instrument is going to be the lacrosse ball. So you can use a tennis ball, a softball. So I'm going to remove the rolling pin and replace it with the lacrosse ball. Now my daughter is going to move up and down starting on the inside step, and then from there she's going to roll in segments towards the outside part of the foot. And she could go side to side as well. And that will really help capture the muscles of the sole of the foot as well as the plantar fascia. Okay, now we're going to move to the back part, or the top part of the foot, and that's what I'm going to use the tools. You shouldn't really be using a massage stick or a pin because it can be very discomforting because there's more bone here than the sole of the foot, as well as the tendons. Now I'm going to show you the tendons. I'm going to place my fingers here. I'm going to ask my daughter to point her toes up towards the ceiling, and you can see that there's tendons coming from the shin area and then converging and then spanning out to the individual toes. So we want to work in between the tendons so that we don't cause too much discomfort on those structures. And now what I'm going to do is get a blunt instrument. So I'm getting the wooden spoon. And if I could have you, thank you very much. I'm going right in between the tendons. And it could also do on the inside of the big toe. And then I'm going to move to the other segment in between the tendons. And here, just on the outside of the last tendon, is an extensor digitorum brevis that we didn't show in the anatomy, but it's right next to the outside tendon here, very accessible. And then from there, to get it a little bit deeper, we're using the wedge shape of the wooden spatula. So going right in between the tendons. Moving forward and back and side to side. And now what we're also going to do is talk a little bit about, or show the techniques for the ligaments around the ankle. So we can see it right here is the bottom portion of her fibula, and this is the bottom portion of her tibia. The ligaments attach from here and fan out. So you can use the blunt part of the spoon to capture that. Do the same on the inside, and then you can use the wooden spatula, the wedge part, to get more specific. There we go. And now we'll move to a seated position.